So this is another spin off the rescuer base pickoff. This time I'm doing a solo lower from basically a rappel. There are 4 lines. We have the subject's lines, main and backup, and then we have my lines, main and backup. We could also incorporate an independent team belay from on top. There's a bunch of ways we can kind of rig that backup system, but for now I'm going to keep it simple and do everything from here. So it's all going to be independent self-belay. And my subject is going to go down with their own ASAP in this case. Let's say that we have 2 climbers that are stuck, need help. I need to help both of them, so I'm not going to pick one off, bring them all the way down with me, ascend all the way back up, pick the other one off, go all the way back down. Instead, I'm just going to execute a lowering system from where I stand for both of them and send them down solo. So as I approach my subject, which is you, the camera, they're kind of on a line, so I need to do some sort of a transfer system or like a pick. I want to be able to reach where I can get to them. If they're unconscious, I'm going to go straight to their sternal. If they have a full body harness, otherwise, just like with a clinging victim, I'm gonna have to rig some sort of chest harness and bring their torso upright. And I can almost reach the ventral with my hand upright without inverting. I'm gonna keep going to the point where I actually can reach their ventral with my hand. About right there. Okay, so I'll stop, lock off. And now I need to establish, again, an anchorage point on one of these lines. If they're lines that they're caught on, if they're intact and I can use them, so be it. If not, I can't. It's all conditional base. I'm just going to use my own system since I know that my lines are good. So we're going to do a dynamic fixed break. So what this is going to look like is I need to establish a high point that has some sort of pre-built set of fours into it. So I'm going to establish it up here with just a basic prusik. As that comes down, that'll grip. So I'll leave that right there, and then I'll grab my set of 4s. And I'm going to be pulling down to raise him up. So pulling down to raise him up, meaning orange up high and blue lower. And it's all about line management. I don't want to get anything twisted. Okay, so I'm going to go up high. So at the terminal end of this set of 4s, I'm going to put in my descent control device. And since I'm using my rope system, the rope that I am actually on through my descender, I'm going to bring that all the way up from the ground. This only works if we have enough rope that'll reach the ground. So terminal end, I'm going to connect into my subject's ventral right there. So he's hooked in. Follow it up. And I'm not going to rig it in yet. I want to drop my set of 4s down. Probably something about like that. Okay, now I'm going to take this terminal line, that's also my rappel line, and I'm going to rig it into it. So, okay. All right, so I'm going to take all the slack out of this just by pulling. Okay, so this is hand taut. Everything's hand taut here. I'm going to set my descender, or my descent control device, sorry, the ID, up for high friction mode. I'm ready for a lower, but I want to pull him up, but I can't forget about his backup. And in this case, he's got a class 3 harness, so we're in luck. Sternal, I'm going to go his sternal right in there. And we're going to also piggyback off of my backup line here before I make all the disconnects off of his system. Okay, that should work out well. Now I can pull up. And he's off his system, and we're swinging. The ladder's still there. And I want to get a little bit more with my set of 4s. All right, so he's on my system, off of his old system, right? So we can disconnect all his crap. Go ahead and clip that to you. Okay, so blue and orange, I want to get them out of the way. Good enough for now. Now I can operate a lower. Dynamic fixed brake, I just picked him off of his system, and I'm going to lower him from here. So high friction mode, let me see if you can see that right there. High friction mode. This is a standard ID, not the evac, so it's not going to engage here. I have to go all the way around, manage that friction, and now we're off. And away you go. Got it?
It's getting ladder up the back.
Oh yeah.